As a coach, how do you cultivate or squeeze that quality out of a pro athlete?
So the easiest way to answer this question, and I talk to young men about this all the time, is I say it works better if I describe it from a father and a husband's perspective. So as the head of household, I'm a traditional man. As the head of household, my job is to create the vision and then not just sell the vision to my wife and my family, but to get them to buy into the vision. Selling the vision is one thing. Forcing somebody to believe the vision that you've created for them is another thing. But actually getting them to wholesale buy in, that's the real thing. So as a coach, as the head of household, your number one job priority is to create a vision that people can trust, they can smell it, breathe it, feel it, and they can actually buy in. And I would never do this to my wife, but Inception comes to mind. You make the vision so attainable and so realistic and tangible and achievable that they actually buy in. And then in a weird way, in like 5 years, that vision was never my vision. That vision was their vision. And then all of a sudden, it's just really easy to stay on the same page. So to translate that to fighting, you got to let them know what's actually realistic for them. Like I'll tell my fighters, this is a tough one. This is a tough one. This guy has the skills to beat you. And this is what we need to do to mitigate those risks. And we have to create the vision that they can see and they can feel. And I believe coaching really only impacts about 1 or 2% of a fight. Most of that is those guys going out there and do that. And I feel that coaches just in general feel like they're a little more valuable than they are. My coaching happens in the room and in between rounds. You know, it may just be one thing. Chito Vera versus Brad Pickett. He had just come off an elbow surgery. We took that fight on 10 days notice. We were in Orange County. It was like a Sunday, and we travel international 10 days. And we were on the plane like on Tuesday, heading to England. And it was late in the fight, going into the third round. And Colin Oyama and I think Colin's one of the best MMA coaches in the world. And Colin was like, Chito, you gotta wake up, you're gonna lose this fight. And I saw that Chito had kind of checked out. And at this time, Chito's family was still in Ecuador. And I was trying to get in there. I was like, I gotta say something. And Colin was like going at it. And I always acquiesce to Colin. When he's saying something, I stay quiet. He's got way more experience than I do. And he's an amazing coach and he knows exactly what to say. And I knew that I was gonna have to wait for them to say seconds out. And I wasn't giving him any coaching advice at all. And he was kind of looking up at the vision board during the round, during the timeout in the round. And they come seconds out and they grab the stool and they're like pushing us out of the cage. And I remember just backhanding him in the chest. And I was like, Chito, do this for your fucking family. And he looked at me and just stone cold just looked at me and said, yes, coach. And he knocked him out with a head kick.
Oh, huge head kick there from Vera.
So sometimes just understanding your fighter and creating the vision. And I still believe Chito's going to be the champion someday. I really do. Like, he's got everything it takes. He's a dog. He's got the crazy cardio. He's very athletic, very dynamic. And right now he's getting a little long in his career, but he really believes in the vision that he can be the champion. And that's why I think it's going to be attainable for him.
It all kind of goes together, doesn't it?
It does. Life is it's all the same thing.
At 3 minutes, 50 seconds of round number 3, declaring the winner by TKO, Marlon Chito Vera.
Thanks for watching Untitled Interview. If you liked the conversation you just watched, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested, there's lots more just like that right here.